Hello. Thank you for joining me today to make art with Mrs. A. I am bringing another fun project that you will be able to create at home with simple materials. Today the art word is a new one for you. The word is foreshortening. I bet you're wondering, what is foreshortening in art? Can you guess? Well, it is an art technique that artists use to make an object appear closer or a distance shorter than it really is. This kind of art uses perspective to create illusion objects. So let me show you. We are going to create a self-portrait or a portrait of someone that you know, or you can just draw a portrait of anything you like. All right, so as you can see, it looks like this person is falling at you, and this is what we call foreshortening. The objects in the front look larger than the objects in the back or in the background. So, I know you are going to enjoy creating this project. So let's begin. You will need a large sheet of paper, as large as you can. You can even take a few 8.5 by 11s or 9 by 12s and tape them together. All right, you need a pair of shoes, sandals, boots, anything that you fancy to wear on your feet will do. You need an eraser, a pencil, and a black marker, crayons, paint if you like. Watercolor paint would probably be best to fill in the background of your art. All right, so first you're going to, of course, need your hands. You're going to trace your hands. So you're going to place your hands kind of in the middle of the paper and trace your hands. Each hand, and I'm going to show you that. I am going to outline my hands with markers so you can see. Then you're going to take whatever shoe you decided to use, and you're going to place both shoes overlapping your hands on your paper, and then you're going to trace them too. And I am going to outline my shoes in black marker. I would wait until you completely draw everything in pencil and then outline in marker. So I'm going to show you what I did. As you can see, I overlapped my shoes over my hands, okay? And I placed my shoes way at the bottom of the paper. And as you can see, my hands are set in the middle of the paper. Okay. So now I am ready to create my character. In the PowerPoint, I gave you many choices of boys and girls faces that you can use, hairdos that you can use, facial expressions as a resource that you could look at, or you can make your own. It's up to you. So I am going to have my face should be drawn right in between my hands. And I'm going to start with a circle or an oval. And I'm going to create dots so you can see where I have my face. So it's right in between my hands. And then I'm going to pick from the PowerPoint pages. I can select one of these faces and hairdo, all right, hairstyle, or one of these. I can use these to guide to draw my face and the features and details in my art. So as I know, when I draw a face, remember that the hair does not come off the top of our head. This circle or oval that I've drawn on my paper is just a guideline to show me the top of where my top of my head is and the sides of my head, the width. All right, so that your hair starts from your forehead. So you would start drawing it in your forehead. I am going to make my hair very wavy. And I'm going to leave those dotted lines on my paper to show you that I use that for a guide. But when I'm all done, I would erase those where the dotted lines, I would erase. So as you can see, I have my hair, and you don't really see that perfect oval or circle. And I drew very wavy lines for my hair. And you can still see that dotted line. So where that dotted line would be, I would erase that, okay? Now I am ready to think about something I would want for an expressive feature in my face. Let's see. Before I do that, though, I do want to make a large plus sign in the middle of my face, and I'm going to show you. Of course, do this with pencil, not with marker. Mrs. A is doing it with marker so you can see. All right. So what I'm going to do now is this helps me align my eyes so they're symmetrical, one on both sides, and they're aligned. So I'm going to have two eyes. All right, and then I can place my nose right on the center line. And I'm going to make an expressive feature in my face with my mouth opened like this. So the way I did that is I first drew the expression of my mouth opened, and then I'm just going to outline the same shape inside of my mouth and color that in. All right, and you can see how I drew my mouth there. And there are a lot of examples of different facial expressions and the features that you can draw in the PowerPoint. I would add my eyebrows, of course, and then I would add my eyes, more details in my eyes, my pupil, okay, and I can even add some eyelashes. Now remember, when we draw the eye, we talked about this in class, and I'm going to draw an eye way up here high so you can see. First, you want to draw a circle inside of the eye. And remember, our eyelid goes over our iris, all right? So you don't see the entire circle. So I'm going to have an eyelid right over my iris, maybe draw some eyelashes. And then you would see your pupil, which would be a solid circle inside your eye. And you need to see that pupil because that's what helps you see. And there's a little bit of light that always comes into your eye and touches your pupil. So I'm going to leave a little bit of white space so you can see my entire pupil, but you cannot see the color of my eye, the entire iris. So the eyelid goes over that part of my eye. All right, so this makes it look a little bit more realistic. So I'm all done with my face. Now I need to draw the inside of my body. So the best way to do that is to create a curve from one side to the shoe to the other, or a frown, as you can see here. And then I'm going to just draw a triangle to show that the person is falling back, that foreshortening. Okay, and now I'm going to create my shirt. So I'm just going to draw some lines, have a V-neck shirt. I want to have here my V-neck shirt, maybe add some patterns or detail on my shirt. So you can see here it looks like my character is falling back, and this is what we call foreshortening. I now can add some details. I can flip my shoe over and look at the details on the bottom of my sneaker or shoe, or if it doesn't have any details, I can just make up my own. And I can add some of those details here on the bottom. I can create some patterns or maybe ripped pants, jeans. I can have some stripes or different shapes on my shirt. Okay, now I'm ready to paint or color. So I can paint the background any color I like, or I can color with crayon, outline with marker my shapes, and color inside with crayon. Anything you like. Why? Because it's your art. To make it your own. Okay, so I'm all done. And here is one that one of my students had created last year, and I can show that to you. You can even add some lines to show lines for your hands, for wrinkles in your hands. Okay, like there's a painted background here. You can do anything you like. I am congratulating you ahead of time for your efforts in making your first foreshortening art. Great job. Join Mrs. Audino for a fun-filled at-home art project soon. Bye.